Hey guys, welcome to another tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to teach you how to make a proper template. Now there's many different ways to make a template. This is just my own preference. If you have different preference you can watch the YouTubers, but usually this is how it goes. So I use contacts for my instruments, so I just dragged a string patch, several string patches from bass to second violins, and I've organized from low to high, and you can organize them from high to low or even start in the violas. It depends on you. This is my way to do it. So I have the basses, cellos and violas until violins 1 respectively, and I have them assigned from the first MIDI channel to the fifth MIDI channel. Now, before leaving the contact instance, you're gonna come here on settings and you're gonna pick input ports and you're gonna add a number. Now fixate this number because this is gonna be important. In my case it's gonna be number 2. Next you're gonna come in processing and you're gonna add each output to a different mix tab channel. In this case my basses are on the fifth channel, cellos 6, and so on until the first violins. Why do you need to do this? Because if usually beginners add the contact instance directly to a mixer tab, and that's completely wrong for two different reasons. First, it's a waste of CPU and RAM, and second, it's a waste of space. So you don't really need to do that. You just have a contact selected and you pick each MIDI output for each instrument as you would like. Simple as that. Now you can close this and let's go on the mixer tab. So as I said before, in this section I have the 5th, 6th until 9, so you just come here and you rename your mix tab to whatever the instrument you are using. I click Control and drag and come here and I just auto-color a group. Oh, but before auto-coloring I go on the right side here, click right side and go on separator, and I do this also here and here. Now I create a string bus, a string long bus, because there's going to be two different types of buses. Usually I use everything that's long and sustained I use in one bus, everything that is short I use in another bus. So in this case it's going to be strings long bus, and I'm going to select the 5 mix tabs again. I'm just going to right click here and route to this track only. So that's it for the mix tab. Now for the channel rack, you're gonna, after you select the contact, what I usually do is I go and get a BRSO articulates MIDI outs plugin for my MIDI out sections. Now for FL Studio users you can use, I believe it's MIDI out, yes it's MIDI out, so you can use this as well, but BRSO it's free and it's really easy to use, and there's a lot of people out there with presets that you can use as well, so it makes your life way easier. So in this case I added my Symphony series here, Symphony Essential, so I have my Symphony series, so I had the BRSO MIDI out section and I go on presets, come here on Symphony series, and I just add the articulation on the proper instrument that's named. So my first is basses, then cellos, and so on. Now remember the number of the ports that you had in the contact instance. Now you're going to use it. So in order to get these sounds from the other contact has the input port of 2. So you're going to come here on this port and you're going to go on 2, and you're going to add this for every single MIDI out section that you have on that contact instance. So in my case it's going to be strings long, and also the channel is respective to each instrument. So basses for the first channel, cello, viols, and not, and the cello receive MIDI cello 1, output 2, etc, etc. So you can add this technique to a lot of different instruments. Usually I use this all over brass, percussions, and all that. You can use this for choir, and you have a nice setup template, which I will show you in a second. But before showing you, let me teach you what this articulation is. So each time you add an instrument from an orchestra, it has different articulations, different sounds, and this mirror so works that you can pick up that articulation from a key switch, which it does automatically for you. So each time I come here on the piano roll, and if I have the BSO on and the right preset on, I can just click here and everything is already set up for me. So I can just go on tremolo, use the tremolo option, or legato, or maybe frills. So everything is already done. So instead of choosing a different instance for different articulations, you can just come here and pick by color, which is going to be much easier. So let me show you how I have the other one. So welcome back. This is my default templates. So I have, as you saw, the strings long, it's all of these sections, and then I have the strings short, which is all of these sections, and then I have different buses from different frequencies in the percussion, the choir as well. Everything is out here to the right side. So I have always 16 channels up for each instance. I don't usually use more than 8 or 9, but in case I need them, they are already there. And this is it. Oh, also I forgot to mention the other side, you can do this. So in order to do this, you can just rename it strings, and you can just go basses and let's say cellos just for the example, and you can press right click G to group to the above, right click G, and you can just come here and auto color group, change color to whatever, and then auto color group. And to mute this particular section, you just go on Alt left click and you can mute just a single section. In order to add more instance, you just in the same group, you can just right click in the middle of the group and press E or insert, which is D, so you can add multiple, and that's it. Thank you very much for listening, guys. If you have any further ideas or you want to learn more, just comment below.